In ancient times, all kings had at their courts a court fool. And sometimes it probably was true that the fool was a crazy person who had a peculiar capacity for making inappropriate remarks. And there's something about inappropriate remarks that can be very funny. And in this way, of course, the person who could make inappropriate remarks at the right moment can sometimes bring the house down. As time went on, the function of the fool became more sophisticated than that. And he became a person whose function was not simply to make jokes and to be a funny man, but to remind the monarch of his humanity, so that he would never get too stuffy. See, that was in a way the function of the fool. He was reminding you of your finitude, of your mortality. There is, of course, the political cartoonist, there is the satirist, there is the commentator, but he doesn't sit in the president's office, and the president can ignore him altogether if he so chooses. We don't like, nowadays, anyone to suggest that our social institutions are not altogether serious. We can't stand it because we are much too insecure, and this is a very dangerous state of affairs. And so it really is high time that in many ways the institution of the fool was reintroduced. But in this kind of modern society, more and more, you must belong. Wherever you may go, men will seek you out and compel you to belong to their desperate company of oddfellows. Because you see, our society cannot stand non-participation. It cannot stand really fundamental criticism. And the worst kind of criticism is the person who pokes fun. The joker doesn't outrightly deride things. He's not a slapstick comedian. He gives people the giggles about things that they thought were terribly sacred. And that is extremely demoralizing. He sees the whole world as game playing. And that's why when people take their games seriously and put on stern and pious expressions, the fool gets the giggles, because he knows it's all a game.
But it doesn't matter, because it's just a ride. And we can change it anytime we want.